Some of the biggest names in jazz are in Wichita this week.
And today is the start of the Wichita Jazz Festival. KSN's Mally Jones is live at Walker's Jazz Lounge. And Mally, this festival goes beyond entertainment.
Yeah, it's also rich with history. It began back in 1972. And here with me this morning, I have a couple people. I have Dee and Mike. Mike is one of the performers, and Dee is on the board for the Jazz Festival. And Dee, I'm going to start with you. After 52 years, why is this something you guys continue to do each year?
I think because it's kind of part of our DNA at this point. We've been doing this for so long, and we think it's really important for the city and for the continuation of jazz to keep it in the top-of-mind awareness for people that this is pretty important, and it's very cool that Wichita has this still continuing.
Definitely. And coming over here to you, Mike, you are going to be performing tonight and tomorrow, but also, aside from performing, you're also going into some schools, working with students. Why is that something that's important to you?
Well, I think the music's kept alive in large part these days in the schools. You know, in the middle schools, a lot of middle schools, more and more middle schools have bands, jazz bands every year, and kids seem to enjoy it, and it's how they get introduced to it and become, if not jazz performers, jazz appreciators.
Very cool. Well, you can see Mike along with many other performers this week. It's going to be Tuesday through Saturday, and we have that lineup as well as the times and locations all listed on KSN.com. Here for you, Mally Jones, KSN News 3.
Already love hearing that jazz sound.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Mally.
It is 6:13. Welcome back. Today, the Wichita Jazz Festival is back for its 52nd year, and it runs through Saturday.
KSN's Mally Jones is live at Walker's Jazz Lounge. Good morning, Mally.
Good morning. Well, some of the biggest names in jazz will be here in Wichita this week. You can hear music while also celebrating legacy and history. I have the board president here with me this morning, Gray Bishop. Gray, what do you want people to know and take away from this week?
Well, I think it's important to know that jazz music is all about collaboration. And the musicians that are coming this week have played with many different people. You can find examples of their playing on YouTube or any of the music services. And they also have albums that are available, but they try to get out and they communicate with each other. They listen to what has been played and they respond to each other. It's like having a conversation.
Awesome. And how does that kind of correlate to the Wichita community and the people here in our community?
Well, we have the Delano Jazz Orchestra that are local musicians that will be playing with Mike Steinell and Rosanna Eckert on Wednesday night at the Wichita Art Museum. And they are people that started playing probably 30 years ago when they started as the Friends Community Jazz Band, and they've kept it up in various forms through the years.
Great.
So they love playing with each other and having those experiences.
Yeah, awesome. Well, lots to look forward to this week, and we're going to dive a little bit more into the history behind this all and speak with one of the performers coming up at 6:30. Eddie, Alexis.
All right, look forward to that next interview with you, Mally, at 6:30. We'll see you back here then.
Some of the biggest names in jazz are in Wichita this week.
And today is the start of the Wichita Jazz Festival. KSN's Mally Jones is live at Walker's Jazz Lounge. Mally, this festival goes beyond entertainment.
Yeah, this is also rich in history. This has been going on since 1972, and I have one of the board members and historian here with me this morning, Dee Starkey. Good morning, Dee.
Good morning.
Can you talk to us a little bit more about the history and how it's still relevant today?
It's always relevant because it's America's great art form. Jazz and musical theater are both our gifts to the artistic world. And the fact that we've had a festival in Wichita for over 50 years is a credit to Wichita and the audience in Wichita that pays attention and knows this is a hip thing to have in Wichita. So we're excited about that.
Definitely. And you were telling me earlier about so much history that is a part of the Jazz Festival. Can you touch on a little bit about how it has changed over the 52 years?
We've always featured education, work in schools, bringing in clinicians and artists who are comfortable working with students and passing this tradition along. Our Homer Osborne Award to Outstanding Educators honors this tradition of passing the tradition and the knowledge of jazz on to the next generation. So that's still what we're about.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dee. And we're going to be talking a little bit more here about what lineup you can expect, more details for this week, the Wichita Jazz Festival coming up here in just 30 minutes. Eddie, Alexis?
Hopefully get some new jazz fans to check it out too.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mally.
Today, the Wichita Jazz Festival is back for a 52nd year, and it runs through Saturday.
KSN's Mally Jones is live at Walker's Jazz Lounge. Good morning, Mally.
Good morning. Well, some of the biggest names in jazz are here in Wichita this week. You can hear music, also celebrate the legacy and the history of this festival. I have the board president here with me this morning, Greg Bishop. Good morning. So can you tell us a little bit about what this festival is and what you want people to take away from it?
Well, this week is, we'll have concerts all throughout the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be at the Wichita Art Museum. Friday's at WSU with the Educational Day. And then Saturday is our closer at the Orpheum with Tierney Sutton. I think the most important thing about jazz is that it's a live, creative art form. And it's America's gift to the world.
Awesome, love it. That is very interesting. And we have more details on that on ksn.com, including ticket information, the lineup. You can see all of that on our website. Coming up here in just 30 minutes, we're going to dive a little bit more into the history of it all. Eddie, Alexis?
And I know in a Music Youth Partnership recently had their Jazz for a Cause event on Sunday with middle school and high school jazz players. Absolutely amazing. Mally, thank you.